Ah, internet clout. The very thing people love to chase these days by any means necessary, you know, even if it makes them look like a complete idiot on the internet. But yes, that's right guys, we have another one. So yes, this is a video by Penguin0 and it's called I'm Happy This Loser Got Arrested. So yes, in this video, it's about another so-called prankster doing pranks, and he's called Tommy Fuckknuckles. I'm sorry, Tommy Tough Knuckles. So yeah, apparently he's getting arrested for his pranks, and yep, this is just nothing new. The most I've known about is like Johnny Somali. And there's also another guy, which I can't remember his name, that he went into like in the back of a fast food place and just poured ice into the fryer and it just caused a lot of a mess. And there's no doubt there'll be more people like this because they never fucking learn. They always think they're untouchable until shit hits the fan and then they're just like, but I didn't do anything wrong, it's just a prank, bro, just a fucking prank, chill. I always find it funny, right, when these people just, they think that they're being funny, when in actuality they're breaking the law, you know? And it's really satisfying when they get hit with that reality. It is, like the look on their face is just like, thought I wasn't going to get caught for that, I thought it was going to be no problem, I was just going to get away with it, but nope. Oh no. And I hope they start clamping down more on this because, yep, stuff like this needs to be stopped. I mean, like I said, it's very stupid and I don't understand how this could be entertaining. So yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy the madness.
It's been a long time coming, but we're finally reaching the point where annoying, destructive pranksters are getting arrested more and more frequently. It is glorious. I'm going to talk about someone that I know none of you have ever heard of. His name is Tommy Tough Knuckles. That's actually what he calls himself. Something an 11-year-old would have named themselves on Xbox Live in 2004. He's now been slapped with 8 criminal charges, a nice charcuterie board of consequences.
Kyle, you wanted attention, now you got it.
But Kyle Vasquez had trouble navigating all the attention at court today. Big trouble. First, an obscene gesture.
Hey, what are you doing? What? We're not doing that.
Yep, he's handling it exactly how you'd expect someone like him to. Like a bitch. I'll get into what landed him here in this pickle in a moment. What did they finally get on the infamous Tommy Tough Knuckles, the biggest, baddest guy on the playground? It is pathetic. This guy is a super loser. I still can't even believe he willingly chose to call himself Tommy Tough Knuckles at 21 years old. His name is Kyle. He made a conscious decision to go by Tommy Tough Knuckles like it's his fucking persona or something, while looking like this. There's no way this goober has ever been in a scrappy situation. I highly doubt he's ever been in a fight. The only thing he's using those knuckles for is gripping his cock while sadly jerking himself to sleep at night.
You know, you have Butter Pants over here thinking he's gonna fucking get away with this shit, you know, flipping the bird like, oh yeah, take that, bitch. Yeah, you know who I am. I'm Tommy fucking Tough Knuckles. That's right. Look at me. Look at these arms. Look at these. Yeah. All the aggression pumped up in me. Yeah. You want some more? I give you 2 birds. That's right. And yeah, I understand in a way, you're a young lad, you think the whole world is against you, so you're just going to bite back whenever you want to, you know? Because that's what you are. You're a badass tough guy, huh? But seriously, like, he didn't need to do that. That's just, it's uncalled for, you know? Like, it's not going to help him in any way, shape, or form. Because the thing is, right, no matter how you walk, no matter how you talk, or, you know, the sort of actions that you do with flipping the bird, you're not really striking fear into anyone. I'm just saying. Now, shut your mouth and give me the raw.
Do it.
Now to the arrest in Suffolk County of a prankster clamoring for online fame.
Yeah, 21-year-old Kyle Vasquez is accused of being behind a string of bizarre incidents in Center Reach and Selden that he allegedly recorded.
I'm Tommy Tough Knuckles, and I'm the reason why these egg prices are so high!
Police at a Chinese restaurant where police say he spilled the beans. The restaurant releasing this surveillance video to show what they were subjected to, all for likes on social media.
Give me 50 yen, we'll do more!
This is his bread and butter content where he just goes to random restaurants and businesses and makes a mess for them to clean up as he leaves and celebrates. So pouring beans on himself, eggs, milk, that kind of thing. And that's it. That's his prank. We get a peek behind the curtain here and get to see his cameraman friend, and he's just as much of a fucking douchebag weirdo as his prankster buddy. He's wearing sunglasses at night inside while filming this. I've said this a lot, and I do mean this. I think the life of a prankster's cameraman is even more sad than the prankster itself, because at least in a case like this, Tommy Tinkle Titties, whatever, he gets some money from it. The cameraman gets nothing. No one knows his name. He doesn't see a dime from it in almost every single one of these cases. He is literally the cuck that has to film his friend getting paid for garbage. Actually, how do you look yourself in the mirror and not feel immense shame for what a failure you are to end up in a position that you're filming Tommy Tough Knuckles pouring beans on himself in a restaurant and get nothing for it? It's such a waste. Like, you really need to reanalyze how you got to this point and make some serious changes, because it is pathetic. Now, he does a ton of these. These are the two that the news organizations kept playing, but he's got others, like Otozi showed his 15K special where he does the same shit with milk and then throws milk on some random woman that was walking by. But this trash was just the tip of the iceberg for Tommy Buttfuckles. He ended up doing a couple of videos where he would go up to strangers and say, like, he has an emergency, he urgently needs to use the bathroom, can they please let him use the bathroom? And people being nice actually did let him into their home to use the restroom after he told them all this, and he was secretly filming them to humiliate them for their act of kindness.
So yeah, it's just wonderful how Tommy Wanking Muscles over here is just presenting us the lowest form of entertainment. Dunking stuff over your head and just saying that, get us to this goal, guys, come on! Look what I'm doing, I'm pouring eggs over my head, isn't that hilarious? A real knee slapper that is, isn't it? And yeah, I feel sorry more for the people who have to clean that shit up, because that's most likely not fun. Oh yes, it's not. Because you do see, like, all these pranksters do these, like, sort of activities where they go into, like, retail stores and everything and just tip things over and just laugh and just, oh, look at this, guys, I just tipped all the orange juice on the floor. Oh my god, I'm a badass, aren't I? But no, you're not. You're just an idiot. Like, you didn't need to do that. And someone's got to clean it up. I do feel, though, like, if it was me, before they went to jail, I would have them do some community service where they have to go to these places which they messed up and be a cleaner for hours on end. And once they've finished, then they go to jail. That's what they should do. And by the way, we should make it worse for them. Don't give them a mop. Don't give them a sweeping brush. They have to use their tongue. Oh, yes. Tommy Suckfuckles. Wait. I'm not putting that in. I'm not putting that in. That's just fucking stupid. Or should I? Yeah, fuck it. And by the way, you can't pour milk over yourself. The only one that could do that is the legend that is Kurt Angle, because that man can get more milky than anyone.
Milkomania has run wild! All wrong!
And the fact that he took advantage of people's kindness by them letting him use their toilet is just ridiculous, man. Like, if I was that person, I would never let anyone, you know, a stranger, go into my toilet ever again. I would be like, nope, fuck that, I'm not even opening the door. And things like this, ladies and gentlemen, is why we all have trust issues. And rightfully so.
But the felony counts were far worse. Authorities telling us Vasquez unlawfully recorded 2 private homeowners with an undercover camera in Selden and Center Reach to mock them for allowing him inside.
Of recording these videos unlawfully and sharing them on social media.
I just need to use the bathroom. I got kicked out, yeah. I have like a bunch of felonies and stuff, so.
In this video, he jokes about having a criminal record. And while he profits from likes and views on his page...
You following me, bro?
Buddy ordered 5 cheeseburgers with a side of attention, and now he's really upset that that attention is being served to him. So the reporters being there is making him very mad. And in every clip that the reporters are there, he tries to, like, say, fuck you guys, and he, like, gives them the finger, and then the cop immediately brings him back down to earth by just towering over him and reminding him that he is just a tiny little worm. It is so cute, actually. Like, he wanted this attention so bad, and now he's crying about it. It's entirely his own fault for being a clout-obsessed goblin creature. Now he's made a bigger mess of his life than all of the eggs he poured on himself at restaurants and shit. He did it. to himself. To secretly record people being nice after you've told them like you're going through something bad and really need to use the restroom is crazy. The prank was to humiliate people for being kind to you. Hey everyone, make fun of these fucking idiots for believing my story. I could have been a murderer. Everyone make fun of these guys. Ha ha ha. Dummies.
And that's just what's really sad. In these days, right, we all have eyes in the back of our head because we don't trust a lot of people, right? But you get people like this who just want to show an act of kindness, right? And you get people like this then who just want to go, you know, laugh at them. You can even see as well, the guy in the clip even turned on the fucking light for him. Like, and then he's doing this shit. And I agree with Penguin Zero where, like, you know, you wanted that attention and now you've got it. You know, made your bed, now you lie in it. I have no sympathy for you whatsoever. So, and the fact that he's like, oh, it's so funny, where he's like, stop following me, what the fuck? You know, while he's also recorded people for his videos, but they're recording him, and now he doesn't like it. In my opinion, right, if I was ever in that situation where I desperately needed a shit, like, you know, something's about to happen, and it's gonna follow through. I need to go somewhere and get it out. And someone, like, I knock on the door to someone's house, and they say, yes, I can use their toilet. I would be fucking so grateful, though. Even though I'd find the situation, like, weird and awkward, I would be grateful this person is allowing that. Actually, it would surprise me so much, because you would expect, like, to someone go, yeah, no, get the fuck out of here. You know, I don't care if you shit yourself. Go, leave, get off my property. But the fact that these people are like, yeah, you know, you can. I'm just like, wow. Especially in these days. So, the fact that you just take the piss out of that act of kindness is disgusting. Because I think you wouldn't really see that a lot these days.
Tough Knuckles, not so tough as he then bolted from us at the courthouse. Free till his next court appearance, but shielded by friends who came here mostly to twerk.
And finally we see him and his friend group out in the wild, and now we fully understand. What a bunch of fucking losers. Like, how cringy is that, like? Like, this is a serious thing, and you have reporters following you, right? And you're putting out these dance moves. And twerking and all that sort of stuff. Like, clearly not taking it seriously. But for some reason, I don't think they'll be acting like this when the reality check comes in. And let's be honest, right? These are not really friends. Because they clearly do not care what's going to happen to you if they're just acting like this on camera. Seriously, they do not care. So the fact that you have this friend group that does this, of course, they're going to influence you more. Like, you know, do more, you know? Get into more shit. You'll be so fucking cool, dude. You'll be a legend. No. It's just pathetic, man.
Holy Toledo, did you see that sprinting speed from Tommy Buttfuckles? All the makings of a varsity athlete right there. What was that, a 10-second 40-yard dash? Heavens to Betsy. Right into the open arms of his supportive group of pals there. That look like you can smell them from across the room, these fucking dweebs. Busting out the gritty, ironically. Oh, God. Like, surrounding yourself with just yes-men enablers that are encouraging this behavior is just unhinged, man. I just don't understand why nobody in the meatball sub-brigade over here could have sat Kyle down and told him to stop, that it's a terrible idea and it's a really piece of shit thing to do. All of his content, by the way, is just harassing normal people and businesses and employees. Like, another prank that he loves to do is the friend stuck in the stall prank, where he would go up to workers at businesses and say that one of his friends is having an emergency in the bathroom and he's stuck. Can you go free him? So they would go in to try and free them. But it turns out no one was stuck in the bathroom. It was all there to make the employee look stupid. There was no one stuck in the bathroom. There was a friend in the other stall saying, "What are you doing? This is crazy. I'm going to sue you. Why are you coming in on the bathroom while I'm doing my business?" That kind of thing. Just all of his content is just harassing other people. And now the second that news is there saying like, "Hey Tommy, you got the attention you want. How is it feeling?" He has the gall to start getting an attitude about it. He even launched a GoFundMe for his legal defense. Keep the laughs coming. Kyle, the only laugh you've ever delivered is getting arrested. The laughs are coming because you've been arrested. No one wants to see that stop, man. This is the only good thing that you have ever done, is get fucking arrested. Like, that is the only time you've made anybody laugh, Kyle.
Do you know what? I would be terrified if I had to walk down a dark alley and saw these athletes, you know, around there, hitting the gritty, twerking, while walking towards me. That would terrify me to the core. Like, these are men. That's what these are. But nah, Tommy and his cast of Gen Z horny K-Bays over here just love doing what they do. You know, they love the attention. And when it comes to the stall prank, masterclass in comedy. Like, you know, just get an employee to take the time out of his day, you know, to go into a bathroom to try and help out someone. Because they think that they locked in and they're in trouble. And yep, you're just going to embarrass him. Haha, look at this, guys. You know, he went into a stall to try and help someone. What a dick. Like, seriously. I just don't get it. How in the hell is the people that they're harassing the ones that should be embarrassed? The ones who clearly should be embarrassed is you, Tommy and the crew. It's you. Because people are laughing at you. And I do agree with Penguin on that. Like, everyone is just laughing at you getting in trouble. It's not because you're funny. They're laughing at you, not with you. It's funny when you get a lot of people, like, who are like this, where they think, oh, people are laughing around me, so that must mean they're laughing with me. They can never be laughing at me. Why would they laugh at me? It's because I'm funny. No, they're laughing at you. You're not fucking funny. They're laughing at you because you're stupid, and people knew eventually you were going to get in trouble, so they wanted you to keep doing it more. And lo and behold, you did more. You were a complete idiot. You know, you loved the attention too much, and now it's backfired. Oh, who the fuck saw that coming?
Now, since his arrest, get this. These kind of pranks have stopped. He's playing things really safe. He's like eating food now for videos. Like, imagine that. If you actually punish someone's bad behavior, it stops. Wow. I can't fucking believe it. Anyway, I really hope this trend continues of finally starting to step in and stop this kind of dog shit. Because when you do start to give consequences to someone that's just endlessly harassing people in public for content, it stops it. It puts the kibosh on it. So let's keep doing that. That's really about it. See ya.
So yep, there's the video, and I gotta say, I agree with that, because that's all they simply have to do is clamp down on this, and it will stop. Guess what? If you let people just keep getting away with it, these idiots are going to continue to do it. Because they don't have any fucking common sense, so why not? They're getting views for it. They're getting money for it, so why are they going to stop? You know? And look, lo and behold, the toughest badass in the world, Tommy Tough Knuckles, backs down. He now backs down. Yep, he's playing it safe. Oh, who fucking knew he would do that once the, reality kicked in. But yes, of course, this is a good sign, you know, because now these idiots are going to get caught out and they're just going to be like, the risks are too much, I'm not going to do it, you know, it's not worth it for the views, considering the trouble I can get into. That's what they're going to be like, which is good. So, but then again, I got to do videos on these idiots. So, it wouldn't be good for me. Can you just be idiots in a legal way? That would also be good. But then again, it wouldn't be as interesting. I don't know. But yeah, being serious, right, I hope all this stops. You know, because when you have dickheads harassing other people like this, it's just not needed. I mean, you got people just getting on with their day. I mean, they got things going on in their life already, and they don't need some sort of idiot, you know, coming into their life and just being a fucking nuisance. That's just it. So, yep. Hopefully this will send a message to all the other arseholes around. And it will just calm down. But the thing is, I have this funny feeling that it may not 100%, because there's always going to be people that take it that step far and they just do not care whatsoever. That's a sad reality, to be honest, guys. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Obviously, the original video to Penguin Zero will be down below. Remember to like, subscribe, all that good shit. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I shall see all of you in the next video. I'm out, and I'm peace.